Yes, you're welcome to this session. We continuing our marketing strategy and marketing planning. And in this session, we're going to look at how we can use the concept of marketing research and also the marketing mix, then continue from there. So what we see that in marketing research, if you want to make sure that you're satisfying your customers in what you're producing and the services you're rendering, then possibly you need to undertake findings to find out and know what is actually happening in the market. So we find out right from the prospective customers and also the customers, our current customers, and then also we can also find out from the information about competitors, so that we are informed in making a decision. So this when we undertake marketing findings and we have done market research, then we get informed decisions about how to price our products, about where to have locations for where the customers can access our products, and also we can be able to tell which quality and which designs do the customers need. We will also able to tell which promotional activities will be effective according to the nature of those customers. So to get this information to collect data from the community, from the audiences of the target or prospective market, then actually you need to undertake this market research activity. So for that case, one needs to study what we call these are the demographics. Demography means the nature of customers. Are they male or female? What is their age? The age group of the customers that are likely or mostly consume the products. And then even the culture inclination of the consumers. You can add on the education background of the customers who consume such products, and the places which we call the geographical areas. So the location, or what we call the place, which is here called the geographical area in research, or that population, you need to find out what actually the characteristics of the geographical area, and then later on you can seek for some sources where you can get information about data that you've set, maybe questionnaires. The customers need to answer these questionnaires in your market research. You also set interviews and surveys to collect data, and also observation of customer behavior or the culture of your of consumers. So the information you get can really help you to strategize, to set strategies on how to advertise. Either you can choose to, according to the findings, you can choose to go digital in promotional exercises, digital platforms. You can either use radio or internet or trade magazines. You can use television. You can use digital outdoor signs or billboards. You can use social media platforms during the marketing exercises. So all these platforms are out there for campaign, but they should also be helping you if you choose a marketing marketing platform for advertisement or promotion, then you should be able to collect feedback or reports from these platforms, so that the marketing activities can be measurable and you're able to tell whether such a marketing activity is actually effective. So in some places where prospective customers go, some companies put up tracking or trend tracking. You track information, prior information about where did the customer get to know about you. Was it through a friend? Was it through which media? Was it through Facebook, YouTube? Did you get information about us from radio or television? That can help one to actually find which platform is actually more effective than the other, so that finances are not distributed without prior information or assessment of the marketing the marketing platforms that you're using. Then this other way we see that marketing strategy has the 4 P's. Those ones we have shared before, but just to concretize, we have the first P, the product. You need to look at the price, and then the place and the promotion of the product, so that those are the key factors that we can involve while doing a good marketing drive or a good marketing plan for your goods and services. So in growing the market, if you're planning on how to address the market, then you need to make sure that you prioritize. Either you have to increase your marketing to increase the sales, or otherwise your marketing to create a new market audience, or others actually market to make sure that there is increase in sales revenue and also increase in brand awareness. If there is also a new business venture that you have really initiated, either which the customers have not known about, then possibly they need to know about it. So you need to actually initiate a marketing drive to have the customer know about that new venture. Could be even a new location or a new promotion. You can initiate it so that customers come to know. We've seen some places where they are going to establish a restaurant, and then a big poster is put up, coming soon. Then you put the Sport 6 Cafe, coming soon in this area. Then it is going to come actually after 2 months, but you've prepared the customers by making sure that they are aware of what is going to come. Otherwise, when customers are simply surprised to see that the business has just come in place, they are not ready to buy. But when they are prepared, then it becomes easier for them. So here is the step-by-step marketing strategy. And so then the marketing strategy, you need to define the purpose of marketing. Why are we marketing? So that means that marketing strategy needs to be driven on vision, mission, objective, and goals. So there should be goals to achieve. If there is no goal to achieve, then you don't have targets to set, because you set targets so that you score the goal. So then identify your target audience. So this the target audience we have seen in target marketing, that you get the target audience or the target market right from the prospective market, and then which customers do you or consumers do you actually target to reach out to. You have to identify and specify them. Understand your customer needs and the value proportion. What do the customers need and what benefits are they going to share from being customers of this company or by consuming the products. Those are the value proportions. Then select the marketing channels and then after allocate a budget. So if you're to set a marketing strategy, you also need to set the channels for marketing. There's a difference between distribution channels or chain of distribution and then the marketing channels. The marketing channels are those platforms, classified platforms in which marketing is going to be done. If you choose a channel such as you're going to market using billboard, that is a channel. So which billboard is good for travelers. So if you're targeting people who are in their homes and are not traveling, maybe some people take long to travel in some places, then a billboard will not work well for a non-traveler. Possibly you need to present either on a radio an advert for that person who is not moving, or you find other means of reaching out to this customer. So those means they are the ones we call channels. Either television is a channel or a media channel, television, radio, social media channel. Those are channels with avenues or channels through which advertisement or promotion activities can be done. Even outreaches are also channels. Channels, outreaches, moving to the communities and setting up what? Either marketing promotions or marketing drives. So allocate a budget which covers essential aspects and essential activities and materials to be used during marketing exercises. That is very important. Then after those channels are designed, you create a message, decide on the message. The creatives are those designs. Creatives could be designs. You've seen those advertising chicken and they have put pictures of chicken. Someone is grabbing a whole bucket of chicken. That's now the creative. What's the message behind? Buy the chicken, go and eat it. We have it in plenty. So those creatives and the implementation plan, how these creative art and design, the graphics, the video graphics, even the audio graphics, some sounds are designed somewhere, somehow, so that the audience can be able to figure out the benefits, those value proportions that the company has prepared for them. So this here we are having one of the other aspects which we say define the goals. So if we are to define the goal, what do we really consider? What's the goal of a marketing strategy? So the biggest drive of a marketing strategy, what we want to see is either you to develop brand awareness. Let people know that we exist, that this company name and its brand is known. So that means to create brand awareness means that people should hear the brand. That is brand audibility. People should have the audio. Let people see to be aware. Let them see, which we call brand visibility, to be visible, to view, to be able to see. And then let us also have brand identity. Let them be able to identify brand by color, by shape, by sound. Other brands you can classify them according to how by shape and taste, yes, and even the smell of the brand. Okay, but usually the taste is defined. So break into the new geographical area and increase online sales or sales, which could be online or offline. You know, these days there is digital marketing that you can trade your goods not without necessarily moving them to the community, but the community can actually see these goods digitally. People can go into your store and see the goods inside the store without necessarily coming physically to the store. This is virtual marketing and digital marketing. So if the goal can be increasing brand awareness or breaking into the new geographical area or increasing sales volumes and sales revenue. This could be that is the goal. What's the goal of a marketing strategy? Develop the brand awareness, break into new geographical area where you are not, then increase sales volume and sales revenue. So then it means that if the goals are set, they should be specific. Then we should also be able to numerically measure them in terms of number. For example, if we are to set a goal of penetrating into the new geographical area or to cover a new market, you can set a goal that by 2027 we should be able to cover the whole country, or by 2029 we should be able to cover East African region and break into the sub-Saharan Africa and other places, so that we know when the year comes we are able to measure and see have we reached where we said we shall have reached, because that is measurable. It is not like setting a goal which says we shall have covered a large area. The goal is ambiguous, cannot be measured. Tell us the size of the area so that we can know the actual size. Then if it is sales volume, tell us the number of products that should be sold after a period of time. If it is monthly, tell us the volumes that are expected to be sold as a goal to achieve by end of the season, of the period. So if you have not set them in such a way that they are measurable, then they are not achievable. So those goals have to be specific. Then identify the second one. We say that you identify the target audience. So after you determine exactly who your business wants to reach, so that's the target audience. So it is better to choose which audience are we looking forward to reach out. So you're not going to be able to reach out everybody, but you reach out to specific audiences. So those should be defined so that your marketing activities are driven towards that direction of a specific or the target audience, which you call the target market. Then that means that you need to know the demographics to define this target market, the demographics and the geographics, so that you are able to tell in the demographics you are able to tell the age, the gender. Even in geographics you're able to tell the region, the districts, divisions. Others use payams, and we had payams instead. In South Sudan, they use payams. Yeah. And use area. Yeah. Areas. Then they have states. States. And then they have they have states. So that you're able to create the different buyer personas and conduct the market segmentations. We've seen segmentations that you divide the market segmentations, that for you to get a target market, you then means that you have got to classify your market into segments, where you're able to tell the target market from the prospective market. Yeah. And then the target market, then you can also see the accessible market, that you can keep on increasing the access to the market, and then you're able to build up what you call the potential customers from the target market. So that is important. And then the other aspect we've shared that your marketing strategy should look at is to understand your customers' needs and make your value proportions. So understanding customers' needs is actually got from getting feedback from customers or collecting data from customers. So when you're dealing with customers, it's better to inquire what the customer's experience is from the product or the service that you render, and then also finding out post-consumption experience after consuming, what goes into the mind and the perspective of the customer about the product consumed. Otherwise, you have a prospective consumer coming to your business, buying the product and buying it once and for all. And when the customer goes and does not return, you don't have strategies of collecting data to see what happened to the customer after consuming your product. So in understanding your customer's needs, one, you understand the needs of the customer that you have. You can take advantage of finding out from the customer who has come, but also the customer who has ever consumed your product. That can also provide information to see whether the customer is receiving the value proposition, which we call the benefits, is benefiting from the service or the product. And then you can also get information about even those consumers who have not yet tested your product, to see why they are avoiding the product. So needs is very important. So this will help you to be aware and then organize your product, align your product. Your aligning is to put in order or to create an interlinkage, a cross connection. Align your product your place, your price, so your promotion exercises or activities to solve the pain points, those points that you have identified that customers are noting that you need to address. So that once after you have addressed these needs, you have built their confidence into your customers that what they actually needed has been addressed in the service, in the services and the products that you're rendering, and the way you're handling them as well. Then we also had another. We said select your the marketing channels and allocate budget. And allocate the budget. So if, for example, we are to market, then marketing where? Where exactly should we go to market? Should we choose to drive to communities and move door to door? Should we choose to create a message for an advert and make an audio one to run on the radio? Should we have one to run on the television, which is video? Should we create a message to run on social media? Should we create a website or a portal to reach out to the customers? Can we have an app? Or should we make a promotional exercise and give gifts? Should we go by using billboards? All those questions should be answered. So where does your audience spend most of their time? That's where you actually go to prioritize. So you need to find where is your audience and where do they spend most of their time. So is it social media or reading publications, or are they online most of the time? That if you are to address, you're using an online, either a setup, a message online. So where you find them most, that's where you have to place a marketing activity for impact and effectiveness. So since you know where the people you want are, so then you can select a channel to reach out people in that particular area or that particular time where you have actually found that they are mostly there. So then you can now choose the tools to execute the campaign, and then afterwards you can set the budget for those tools, taking account those activities, those marketing activities, the marketing tools and equipment you need, and even the cost of hosting either an ad spot or a message on a platform. If it is a billboard, you know what is the size of the billboard, where is it located, and then how many billboards should we have, and what's the cost of each billboard per month, or how are the rates. Then incorporate these into budgetary allocations, including the specific channels and also including the specific materials that you're going to use, and even particular activities which could be promotional in nature that are required in propelling or driving the marketing strategy. So in this you also need to set the key performance indicators, which they call the KPI at a later stage, so that you are able to schedule your marketing activities properly, and also you have the key performance indicators to show you whether a marketing initiative is successful or not successful. Is it really achieving the goals set, or it is not? Then all these are packaged together in a marketing plan, which breaks down all activities into phases of implementation, and then who and the stakeholders to implement, and also the cost for the exercise. Then how do we really decide what do we need to consider in deciding the messaging, the messages, and the creatives for implementation of the plan? So you cannot forego the essentiality or the relevance of marketing messages, because actually marketing messages must have the C's. You have 7 C's. Should be correct, clear, complete, even courteous. You can have all the other C's, so that the message goes out into the community and is actually catching the community and attracting people or the consumers to the what? To the products and services. So all these, even the creatives, the designs and the formats, the fashion, should be appealing. What we are calling the being courteous, should be appealing and simple, so that the customer does not need to read a whole story or listen for the whole 2 minutes of a message. Some messages run for 30 seconds and the one has got the message, because people have little time to spend listening to promotional messages. So you can also have a plan to educate customers on product capabilities, what the product can do, and these functionalities. You can set demonstrations on how to assemble a product or what to do if the product has got a problem. So those can be little tutorials or small videos which can be casted on YouTube and on some video cast. You can video cast them on platforms so that customers are able to relate well with your product and use the product without finding difficulties or regretting for buying the particular product. So your message is programmed or customized in such a way that the customer can easily understand, and the target audience can easily relate and get the meaning of what actually is being presented to them. So we shall have to add on more from here and then in our next session. So thank you for this session. Have a nice time.
Have a nice time.